Parkbury House surgery is a large surgery, it's 17,500 patients. And one of the issues with that in terms of patient demand is that it's very hard to calculate. You can have very high peaks and very low troughs, and the best system to have, we felt, to deal with that was one that was flexible.
Out-of-hours services are uniformly fronted with telephone triage, and what myself and our colleagues thought, well, if that's the right way of doing things out of hours, why aren't we doing that in hours?
So we went down this route of adopting triage. Triage allows us to speak to the patient first and determine the appropriate pathway for their care. So it could be a referral, it could be that they need a prescription, it could be that they do need to come into surgery, or it could be that they just need advice. And once you've made that decision, you can then appropriately allocate them.
Hello, Parkbury House.
Hi, can I make a telephone appointment, please?
Okay, is that for a new concern or is it ongoing?
Yeah, it's for a new concern.
Okay, right. What I'll do is get the on-call doctor to give you a call back. Can I take your name?
I do have a chronic medical condition, so I do need to speak to doctors on a regular basis. What it does mean is that I don't have to wait a few days for an appointment. Somebody will call me back today. Well, that's great. Thank you very much. Bye. Often I know what I need, but I can't get it without a prescription, so the telephone triage just allows me to ring up and they can very quickly write me a prescription for that.
About 4 out of 5 times we're able to meet the needs of the patient on the telephone. But when either they need to be seen clinically or they still wish to be seen, we're able to not only offer them an appointment at a time of their choosing with a clinician of their choosing, we're also able to say, well, okay, we need to see you, but it's quite a simple examination, or actually, I will often book a 20-minute or even a half an hour appointment.
When we decided to go properly for the system, we decided that one of the key things was training the staff. So we actually used one of our target afternoons and did a whole session of very, very practical training. Looking back, one of the things we would do differently is focus more on patient information before we went with the system, I think. It was quite a big culture change and we didn't communicate that well enough, I don't think. But we didn't have some of the things in place that we have now to do it. So the plasma screens, the patient participation group, I think would all have helped us.
Since adopting the system, I think that the surgery feels liberated, I think would be the best way. Because we can look at the triage list, deal with it appropriately, that demand is already appropriately allocated.
There's an interesting question about patient safety and particularly clinicians who don't work out of hours may feel cautious about giving telephone advice. But as long as the clinician and the patient agree that that is the right approach at that time, and as long as there's safety netting, that the patient will observe their condition, I think it's actually a safer service because the patient stays in contact.
You don't get the impression that the surgery is so busy all the time. Because somebody calls you back within a few hours, you feel that they have got time for you.